For the fifth strategy, we have Connect Me. This remains to be a high-frequency strategy in many school examinations and prelim papers. It also appeared in the PSLE in 2022. This question from Patron prelim paper is an interesting variation from the standard question type. So we see three fractions over here. Let's represent the fractions with a ratio. For the first one, she sold 3/7 of the chocolate muffins and 2/5 of the lemon muffins. Let's deal with the 3/7 first. So we know that she sold 3/7 of the chocolate muffins, so we can label that as chocolate sold to chocolate muffins left, and that will be 3 units is to 4 units, and the total chocolate will be the denominator, which is 7 units. And then for the 2/5, we know that 2/5 of the lemon muffins were sold. So we can write something similar. Lemon sold to lemon left to total lemon will be 2 units is to 3 units is to the total of 5 units. From this fraction, we will be able to write down the ratio for chocolate muffins left to lemon muffins left to be 8 units is to 3 units. And so the total left will be 11 units, which comes from the denominator. All right, so let's look at these three ratios. And of course, we're trying to find what we can connect over here. If you focus on this ratio and this ratio over here, you can see that there's a repeated item, which is the lemon muffins that were left. And since these two lemon muffins are talking about the same thing, we expect their ratios to be the same. And if you check this is 3 units and this is also 3. So that means that the two ratios that I've highlighted in yellow are already connected. So now let's look at the last ratio that we have not connected yet. Can you see that there's also another repeated term, which is the chocolate muffins left and the chocolate muffins left over here? Since they are talking about the same chocolate muffins that were left, we expect their ratios to be the same. But however, this ratio is not the same yet, so we'll need to multiply this by 2. So I times 2 throughout. So the new ratio for this will be 6 units to 8 units to 14 units. All right, now these three ratios are already connected. We can answer part A easily. What fraction of the muffins were sold? So to find the muffins that were sold, we can focus on the chocolate sold and the lemon sold. So 6 units plus 2 units will give us the total muffins that were sold. Let's label that. Total muffins sold. And the denominator will be the total number of muffins, and that comes from the 14 units and the 5 units. So 14 units plus 5 units, and that gives us 19 units. This 19 units is the total muffins altogether. Thereafter, you will be able to solve for part A by writing the fraction 8 out of 19. And this 8 out of 19 is already in the simplest form, so the answer to part A is 8 out of 19. And now for part B, the question is asking how many muffins did Mrs. Shan bake? We also have one information that we have not made use of, which is this sentence here. Mrs. Shan sold a total of 760 muffins. So we have found out the total number of muffins sold from part A, that is the 6 units and the 2 units. And that gives us 8 units. We can equate this 8 units to be equivalent to 760. So to find for 1 unit, you can use 760 to divide by 8, and that gives you 95. To find the total number of muffins that Mrs. Shan had baked, we can find the 14 and the 5 units, and that gives us 19 units. And so the answer for 19 units is 1,805. So the answer to part B is Mrs. Shan bought 1,805 muffins.